YouTube drama. There's been so much stuff happening lately that I can't even keep up with it all. And I haven't even wanted to keep up with it all. We make videos covering topical news and things like that. And it's just depressing how much stuff is coming out here lately. It's too much. Help! Someone stop it! So today we're going to talk about Mr. Beast. We'll catch up on the drama going on with Mr. Beast. We're going to talk about Dr. Disrespect some more. We're going to talk about James Charles got leaked. And also, Dane, I don't know if you heard, but potentially every American, our social security number, they've been leaked.
What?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh my gosh.
The news is a hacking group called USDOD. They claim to have stolen 2.7 billion records of personal information from Americans, also Canadians and UKians, and they're trying to sell it. So,
wow. Imagine.
Yeah. Imagine, right? Which the internet's they're kind of being pretty funny with it. It's like, what are they going to do? Read it to me? I already know mine. Just take it. Like they're just taking my debt away from me. It's like, take my identity. I don't want it. Apparently, James Charles has been leaked. And I went looking through the comment. Yeah, I was curious. I was like, oh, you know, what are we talking about? What kind of leak we got going on here? And everyone's just like screaming, like, no, don't look, don't do it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!
Life before the leak, life after. Pain. Oh, here's the video, Dane. Oh, no. Do you want to see? Oh, God. I don't know. Actually, I'll pull it off screen so you guys don't have to look at it. I'll tell you what this is. Oh, it's a fake. It's just a picture. It's just a picture. They got me. Okay.
Ooh, okay. All right.
From just like reading the comments, it's him like shaking his cheeks and it like kind of cuts to his face at the end. But, you know...
Was it a leak or was it a post? It sounds like you just posted it.
That's the real question, isn't it? Yeah, that's the real question. Go look it up if you want to. Stop! Dr. Disrespect. We've talked about Dr. Disrespect. We've talked about the disrespect quite a few times. Last time we talked about him making this post with him playing chess and checkers, and people were like, "What are you? What are you doing? You playing with kids or something? They understand the game." But since then, he deleted the old post of him admitting to the allegations, like this one right here, like the long one, the Twitch ban, to where he says, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. That's been deleted.
Oh, convenient.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been talking about like, oh, as a 17-year-old, it's not that bad. But that's like never been confirmed. That's just, somebody just said that and everyone ran with it. We still don't know how old the person was. But
right.
Regardless,
confirmed it.
Regardless, he made a post saying vacation's just too good right now. We'll be back soon, champs. We have lots to talk about. Yeah. And the comments on this they're mixed. You know, Dr. Disrespect's got some hardcore fans that they don't care what he does. They want to watch him. And others are, you know, we know which island you're taking a vacation on.
Oh, wow.
You know what they say, focusing on the minor things, the rest will take care of itself. Oh my God. So everyone's pretty much calling that he's going to go like a hard right-wing grifter. You know, they're just trying to cancel me. You know the type, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, professionally, what other choices does he have other than just disappearing for forever?
Right. He doesn't want to, so this is his play.
So it'll be very interesting to see how it continues to play out.
Where does he make his return to? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the other thing, right? That's good. I'm glad you brought that up. I don't know if he did get his stuff back on YouTube or not. He's got the subscribe button. They don't have the join button anymore that I can see on here. So he may be switching platforms. If he doesn't have ads, he doesn't have the access to members anymore, which is like what you need to make money on streaming. It's like Twitch subs.
Right.
So maybe he's got, dude, can you imagine like if it comes out that Kick's made him an offer and he's going to be streaming on Kick?
Oh, of course. Dude, that.
Or maybe he'll just launch his own platform. Who knows?
Oh, well, yeah, maybe he could. He's got the money, right?
I mean, he's got money. I don't know if he's got that kind of money, but
yeah, I don't know.
unless he's got some backers or something. I mean, let's be really he's still a streamer. I mean, come on.
Right.
They do make good money, but it depends. So finally, to probably the main reason people even clicked on this video to begin with, let's talk about Mr. Beast. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments about, Ken, why aren't you talking about Mr. Beast? What are you, a fanboy? What are you trying to get into his videos? And I just want to say, first off, I would be delighted if I was considered for a Mr. Beast video. If I was considered a big enough channel and even young enough to fit in the demographic, pat on my back, that'd be great. But that's not reality. The reality of the situation is after like the Ava Chris Tyson stuff came out, just tons of stuff started pouring out. Everyone's like it's like blood in the water. Everyone's coming after Mr. Beast. And a lot of it was just almost like silly allegations to me, because it seemed to be like a misunderstanding of how the business actually works. Like, people were like, oh my God, Mr. Beast he's trying to pander. He's trying to target kids with his thumbnails, and he's trying to use the algorithm to target our children. And I'm like, well, yeah, he's been going on podcasts for years telling us exactly how to do that. That's not new. Like, oh my God, Mr. Beast has been faking his videos. And I've always assumed that was just kind of a given. That's like, he's the biggest channel on the platform. Of course, he's going to, like, the final edit is going to be whatever's the most entertaining.
Yeah.
But I've been correct. That's not the problem, is that he tells everyone that it's real and they don't fake anything.
Right. Yeah.
And it was last year. I don't know if you remember Rosanna Pansino, right? So she went out and she was calling out Mr. Beast because they did I forget, it was like some game thing. They're playing hide and seek.
Yeah, the hide and seek thing. Okay.
And she got, I think she said she got third place, but then in the final video, she wasn't placed at all. And she was like trying to call out Mr. Beast. And at the time, Mr. Beast, he couldn't be touched,
Right.
You couldn't touch him. And even I responded to what she was saying, because Rosanna is, to me, she's like a very, what's the word? Like LA YouTuber. She kind of like,
oh yeah.
Anyway, so she made the claims and things didn't, like, she was getting a lot of backlash. And so she said she made an apology tweet. She said she wanted to apologize and that she was getting death threats, which this is the greatest ratio I've ever done, Dane. And she deleted this tweet, but I responded, obviously I would never condone death threats, but YouTubers, when they want to get out of drama, they start death threats. Freaking like ratio 2, like, oh, it was epic. I was like, yeah, I got her. And then she followed me. And I got nervous. I was like, "Oh God!" I know she's petty. She's gonna get me. But she has a video talking about Mr. Beast's leaked documents, allegedly a document he sends out to employees, and she also, like, all of her stuff here. Like, she's loving it, man. She's got this, like, all this Mr. Beast stuff. She's like, "Watch this," She's like, "Finally, my time." And she's going all in, and I'm here for it. We're gonna look at her video that talks about that, but we're also gonna watch a 1-minute catch-up video of all the other drama, because people have made like 50-minute videos. Dogpack has all these videos to where he's like, again, I didn't talk about it because everything I was seeing online of people like summarizing it were saying like people were on like a challenge that was like for $300,000. And it was like torture, which has always been the joke, at least in my circle, of like Mr. Beast is going to become like Saw.
Right.
To where it's like, chop off your leg if you want $200,000, starve yourself to death, sacrifice your family for money. Like that's the end, when it keeps getting more and more extreme.
Right.
But I was like, well, it's a challenge that you just give up. If it's becoming too much, obviously. You just give up. But again, just me not reading into it, I didn't know enough about it. So we're going to get a 1-minute catch up kind of what's been going on. So here we go. We consume media in all different kinds of ways these days. At home, on the go, working out, going to the toilet, or even in the shower. And when we do, we want to consume that media with the best possible audio option. And that's where the Raycon Everyday Earbuds come in. I've been using Raycon for years now because I want my earbuds to feel like an extension of myself whenever I'm on the go. And I'm a busy guy. I have a large family that keeps me on my feet. The greatest YouTube channel in the world, and a bit other things a man my age needs to do. I don't have time for my earbuds falling out, and they never have. The Raycon Everyday Earbuds now feature an active ergonomic design, multiple point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and active noise cancellation. They've even added a variant of vibrant new colors that complement any and all skin tones. Personally, I like my stylish blue, but what color would you like? And you may be thinking to yourself, kid, why Raycon? What else can they do? Well, let me tell you. Longer life, that's what. The everyday earbuds come with a 32-hour battery life. With the quick charge feature, you can get 10 minutes of charging, which gives you 90 minutes of battery life. Oh, you want more? How about waterproof? And sweat resistance, awareness mode, earbud tap functions, and the list goes on. But more importantly, they are affordable and provide great sounding quality. And if you're not impressed, Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee for easy returns. So click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/cinnamon-toast for your 20 to 40% off your Raycon purchase today. The most comfortable earbuds you will ever wear, plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/cinnamon-toast for 20 to 40% off your Raycon purchase. Back to the video.
Mr. Beast has new allegations about committing fraud, manipulation, and a lot
Oh
more.
yeah, this also comes from that board gamer too. Yeah. Shout outs.
This was exposed by a former employee who collected evidence causing Mr. Beast to have
So that's a dog pack right here. It's like the 50-minute video or whatever I was talking about. I think he may have more.
I'm hungry.
People have been doing like reaction videos to the dog pack video, and they're supposed to be like summary videos, and they're just as long as the 50 minutes. So
Wow.
we're trying to keep it short.
Some of his videos are supposed to contain a lot of subscribers participating in events, while oftenly being his friends, mutuals, or even employees. He allegedly
Again, like the stuff like that, like
that not
he's getting his
expected?
friends and employees. I would expect that, but again,
Yeah.
I've never bought into it's real, I guess. But the
Right.
problem is not that it's not real. It's the problem is that they say it's real, right?
Right. The only really real videos on the internet are from World Star, all right? That's it, baby.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. Even some of those. Oh, that reminds me. We started doing cheaters, right? We started doing the cheaters episodes, and someone was talking about how I was talking about, he got stabbed in that show. Apparently that was fake. He didn't actually get stabbed.
What?
He paid
Really?
someone to pretend stab him. That's what someone in the comments said. It was like, we looked into it. And was like, oh, true.
That's great.
Anyway,
he allegedly rigged videos to manipulate outcomes. The contestants' outcomes were predetermined, reducing the fairness of the contests, and used the influence.
yeah, so they're already like planned out. Yeah, I get it. But again, I guess I'm not trying to make any excuses for Mr. Beast, but it's just as a content creator, I'm like, that's smart. You should like go ahead and just stage it out. You know, you should just do all
Yeah.
that. But then when people are like, oh, but it's supposed to be real, the betrayal, I get it. Yeah, I understand.
And used the influential manipulation strategy. Young viewers were misled into thinking that they could win prizes by subscribing or purchasing merchandise. According to the former employee, it goes like this. Make them gain trust in Mr. Beast, prove it by showing the viewer that he gives big rewards to people, asking to help Mr. Beast and promise rewards in return. Another accusation is that
Yeah, that's been the shtick for forever.
Right.
Like, people have always followed Mr. That's why people began following Mr. Beast, is because he's throwing money. Right? He like one of his earlier videos that when I remember Mr. Beast getting started, he was giving Ninja. He was donating like $10,000 to Ninja. And everyone was like, oh my God, this guy's got so much money. We got to start following him. And then he did like the PewDiePie T-Series where he was like buying billboards and doing like big stuff. And everyone was like, money. And he's giving money away. So that's always been, I always thought it was a given, you know?
Yeah.
I always thought that was the strategy. Maybe does this make me a bad person? Because like everything he did, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I understand. Yeah, of course.
Another accusation is that a lot of the videos are faked, with Mr. Beast admitting it.
I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real.
More fraud allegations.
That does okay. Again, just from what we're watching here, like dialing back the video so people think it's real that's not proof of him saying that he's faking it. That's like they're trying to do such big things that people won't believe it's real. At least that's what I
Right.
heard.
Right.
But anyway, I mean, they show like, look at the tires and the bus spinning. You ever seen a bus spin out like that? Of course.
Every school bus, every morning does this.
I feel like I probably need to go in and like watch the whole video of this guy to see like what all the allegations are. But again, I've also seen people saying that like 80% of this dude's video is like, whatever, you know, who cares? That's why we have
Right.
like summary videos.
More fraud allegations are about that he sold fake signatures that were misrepresented as authentic and conducted illegal.
Oh, so he had to sign
Oh,
like
yeah.
a million shirts and got his buddies to help him.
Yep. Yeah, I think what happens is one of these guys actually signs MB
Yeah.
on camera right here, and then
Oh,
kind of
really?
like slides the shirt over, like like his buddy
really?
even sees it, and he's just like, dude.
Dude, bro, we're filming. Oh, there it is.
There it
That's
is.
the one.
There it is.
That's the one you're talking about right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Got him. But you know, I do have I got bad news for everybody.
This happens all the time.
Yeah.
Literally
Like-
everywhere.
yeah, it happens a lot. It happens
Yeah.
a whole lot. I've seen it happen. And like, yeah, they'll do like promotional stuff. Like I've seen one like of John Cena recently where he's like got this big pile of posters and he's like signing each one and like moving them to the side. After they finish filming, maybe he did sign them all. Maybe he actually did, but I doubt it.
Right.
I doubt. I doubt it. So yeah, is it shady? Absolutely. Does it happen a lot? It does. Does that make it okay? No, I'm just saying that it's very common. And they messed up if they got caught.
and conducted illegal lotteries that involved gambling with
Illegal lotteries. He did lotteries? For real?
people's money, where he claimed you could win by making a purchase, while the chances of winning were
You can win a large sum of money. If you buy one of these shirts, we'll throw your name into the raffle, I guess.
rigged, and since a lot of minors are watching, he basically promotes gambling to
Oh, okay. So it's like, yeah, buy this kind of get a raffling kind of thing, right? So yeah, but yeah, he does have a very young audience. Yeah, that's not don't promote gambling. It is a shady tactic for sure. 100%.
Yeah, when you got a lot of kids watching who are going to beg mom and dad for that credit card, yeah.
Yeah. Buy my stuff so you'll have a chance to win a thing. Yeah, sure.
He's also accused of scamming people where the viewers buy products but never receive them. One more
Oh, people didn't get their products. That's always like my worst nightmare. Like I've done giveaways in the past, and I'm always worried they're not going to actually get their stuff. So I've done like a couple, right?
Yeah.
I've done a couple, which was also like I've always had an adult audience, so I'm not trying to sell gambling to kids, but I have done things in the past where I'm like, come check out my Twitch stream. I'm giving away a thing, and if you come there, yeah, you can win something. But just worried about them getting it or not has always been like a big fear of mine. And I know he doesn't handle it himself, so whoever's handling it for him, shame on them.
One more detail to add is that he sold his Feastables, which is overall a chocolate brand, as very healthy, saying that there is a golden ticket.
Chocolate bars are healthy?
Oh, gosh.
Very healthy, saying that there is a golden ticket, teaching kids gambling to win.
Mr. Beast is teaching us gambling?
What? No way.
So does cereal boxes, though, right? Like, you gotta,
Well, yeah, on like that, yeah, it's like it is a bit of a. I feel like I'm just making excuses for Mr. Beast in this video. I can see the line they're trying to ride, and I get it, but at the same time, yeah, it's not a good look, especially when everything's blown up in your face. But this next part right here, this looks like if it hang on, does this say they won?
A very famous YouTuber ending up winning, which is very shady. There.
That is shady. That's just straight marketing. That's just straight up. Hey, we'll pay you to do this thing, or we'll put you in a video or something. You know, here we'll give you a winning one, and you'd be surprised in the video. Yeah.
yeah.
There's also some other stuff too that's popped up that's not included in that video. That video is from 2 weeks ago.
This even gets worse when there were several tweets stating that Jimmy was on the same Discord server where Chris Tyson sent inappropriate DMs to minors.
More alleged things. Oh my goodness.
Jimmy knew all this about Chris since the beginning.
So that's one thing that's been bugging me about this for a long time. They've been friends for forever. You know your friends. You know how they are.
That's true.
You don't just not know. Now you don't know what they're talking about in private, like sending messages to people and stuff like that. But
you know
you do know a lot about him. So I've never bought into like he had no idea he was like this kind of thing. He was surprised, and so like if it's true that they were inside the Discord together, that's also like confirm my suspicions. So the other thing that I've seen people talking about is that they had hired somebody, hiring a sex offender as a manager for Mr. Beast Studios, which was this guy here. He's on the sex offender list, right? Like this dude, right? Is that the first time I saw it is like a guy with a mask on. They're like, he's got the same nose, and I was like, okay, that's a bit of a stretch. But now,
All right.
look like the dude.
A little bit. Yeah.
There's also been a lot of fake stuff coming out too. Like one of them was that Mr. Beast was in dude that made the big allegations chat. No, this one right here, yeah. It's like Mr. Beast responded, but then they also say that account's fake. Like it got community noted that Mr. Beast's account shown in chat is fake.
Gotcha.
Ludwig, they talked about Ludwig talking about how Mr. Beast needs to respond to the allegations, and he can't support Mr. Beast until he does respond to it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like at this point, will he? Like, I don't know what the play is. Like, obviously, I want to hear what he has to say about it, right? But like
There's
from a business,
whole lot of things coming out
Yeah.
though. Like this goes in like every direction. Do you just point out and clear it all up, I guess, or just focus on one at a time? I don't know.
And I don't know because they're all allegations. Nothing is happening, and apparently they're sending out like cease and desists. You know, it's damaging to the brand, right? Especially if it's not true.
Right.
But there's just so freaking much. And then you got Rosanna. We talked about her earlier. She's got a couple Mr. Beast videos, and she's got the document, right? She's got the document that they send to their employees. Where did she get this? Did she say? And so we'll go through and summarize.
So I'm sure most of you.
Okay, so an employee sent her this document that was written by Jimmy himself, and she confirmed by talking to 2 other employees. All right, so he's talking about like employees. They got like, they puts them in categories: A, B, C. Your A's are like your go-getters. Yeah, you're gonna be the best, you're coachable. And then you got C's who are just, they're average. Like they don't suck.
But they aren't exceptional at what they do.
They don't suck. They just aren't exceptional at what they do. They just exist to get a paycheck, and then they want to get rid of them, and it's okay. They get severance. Everyone will be fine. Which okay, so okay. It does look like he's writing this to like. I don't know if you word it like this. Would it be something you actually send to your employees? It looks like something more you'd like send to like your actually you wouldn't send it to anyone, but you would just be like you'd write up your ideas and like the people that are helping you create your business. You're like, oh, what do you like a memo or something? That's what like if they sent this to people. If this is legit, starting off hot. It's like it says he hates excuses and despises with his entire soul. Just try to save face instead and learn from how they messed up. Mistakes are okay. Every veteran here has cost me $1 million at one point or another. Can you go ask yourself if I ever held over their heads? Good Lord. $1 million. They're just throwing money around.
He sounds like the guy who definitely holds it over your head though.
You think so?
Well, when you have it in writing like this, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, just read this. By the way, I remember everybody here owes me money.
Yeah. Well, it continues on. It's like the reason I'm okay with the mess ups is because I know that's how you learn. I'm investing in you using your brain. He has 0 tolerance for C players. They must go immediately. Those could be done. Those F ups could be done by an A player. Retain the information learned. You know, you got those dumb C players. I've never once fired someone on the spot for messing up. You have nothing to be afraid of. Own stuff so we can address how to fix them and move on. What is this? When being talking about having priorities, right? If Ali says your priorities are get a Lamborghini under $200,000, get it wrapped in anime characters and make a custom steering wheel. It's like there's nothing on this planet is allowed to come between you and getting those priorities done. So I do know that Mr. Beast has like they got their productions lined up, right? And they hit it throughout the week, and they're like, bam, 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 bam. And it's just like, they just keep going. So everything has to be ready to go when they get there and they're ready to film. But it's funny, like, you got to secure that Lambo, bro. If you help somebody else and you fall behind getting your Lamborghini secured, that's your fault.
Oh, if the studio is burning down.
If the studio's burning down, you won't stop working to put out the fire. Wait, if the studio's burning down, you got to get the Lamborghini. It's your fault.
If not, it is your fault. Wow.
Get the Lambo. Who cares if people are dying and burning alive? Lambo.
That's your prio.
When dealing with people outside Mr. Beast Productions, never take a no at face value. What? Just take that out of context by itself. That sounds horrible. Okay, yeah, like if they said people tell you can't film here, it doesn't mean anything. Talk to other employees and see if any are fans or have kids that are fans, and try talking to their boss or bosses. You know, get in there, mingle, and see who you can get in with. You know, there's a lot of fans of Mr. Beast out there. He's trying to convey what we call pushing through no. Don't just stop because one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. Yeah. I understand the practices that he's trying to convey are allegedly to convey in like this document she's going through.
Yeah.
But they're worded so terribly. You know, it's like we got to do everything we can to get this production. Get out there and get it. You know, be a go getter. If you're not doing it, if you're falling behind to what your job is, and you're seeing, we got to get rid of you. You know, it's like basic stuff, but the way it's worded is so awful.
Right. Seriously.
So terrible. Like so far, it's been like be good employees and get things done. But everything else that's being added, all the elaborations are just no good. I mean, it's like if like a movie theater is trying to, I don't know, or not movie theater, like a movie production is trying to film somewhere and they're trying to secure their location and they're having trouble. They're going to keep going through all avenues to try to get the location or to get the actor, whoever, like, you know, I understand that, but just the way this is worded is just not good. Work on multiple videos every day. Okay, this just says that if you work on one video all day, that you'll fall behind on your other videos. It's like at the bottom, it says, if you ever only worked on one video during a day, you failed as a Mr. Beast employee that day. You need to work on 3 videos every day. You got to keep it going. Scott, can you imagine if I had you working on 3 videos every day? Oh my God. It's like, it's a little confusing to me because there's only so much work time in a day. And maybe it's like trying to nip, like you get done early and so you don't do anything else kind of thing. But like, if you work on 3 videos a day, I figure like the first video that needs to go out is also going to get behind. Like if you work the same amount and then just spread it out across 3 videos, then you're still going to have the same problem. It doesn't fix anything.
Right.
So yeah, that's a odd one. They don't leave contestants waiting in the sun for more than 3 hours. A lot of people got out because they had to wait. There was another documentary about a Squid Game thing. I don't think it was Mr. Beast's. I think it was another one, like a Netflix one. And they said they had to stand there for like doing the stop and go thing for like them to get all the shots. They had to stand there for like hours and hours and hours. And I've been on productions before too, and it does take a long time to do very simple things. They have to get all their shots and they have to get set up. No. That is part of it, but it's also a very crappy part of like being on big productions is how long it takes to do things. Who wants money to be shown on camera? If you're spending over $10,000 and it's not on camera, think about it. Yeah, well, that's again, like this alleged document, if it's real, then that's, in my opinion, always been like the Mr. Beast draw of like throwing big money around. Yeah, so you gotta get it on camera.
You gotta see it.
Never do anything that can make us look bad from a PR perspective. Well. Well, that's not going too well.
Mr. Beast seems to be a C player here. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he's holding up to his A player standards.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I do have to give Mr. Beast credit on one thing. He made it a long time without having like any major dramas, right? But when you're the big dude, everyone's gunning for you, and any little mistake is gonna get like hyper looked through, like much like this document if it's real. But again, I mean, he's a YouTuber, and my opinion on YouTubers is they're all trash. they're all, you know, all YouTubers aren't trash. I'm pretty critical of that. I'll wind it back and say that YouTubers start out as normal people and they all have their faults. And then they get famous, or, you know, internet famous, and they get some money, and then they get disconnected from like reality. Yeah. And then like the fame and the money is kind of almost, it's enabling, much like alcohol, right? People get drunk and like their inner demons come out. It's a very similar thing with like internet fame or just fame in general, right? And they're just out there on their own. They don't have any PR teams or anything helping them figure it out. They're just out there doing their thing. And unfortunately, more often than not, they end up just kind of being trash bags by the end of it. But anyway, myself included, I'm sure I've made plenty of people mad out there before. Including Roseanne, I'm sure she doesn't like me at all. If talent wants to draw a wiener on the whiteboard or a video, do something stupid, let them, assuming they know the risks, the context was not safe. This just talks about wanting to let the people on set be natural and just do their dumb thing, and it can be fixed in editing, right? Empower the boys. Empower the boys. I guess this kind of goes into like the Mr. Beast Boys Club thing, right? He's like, empower the boys and the employees that I have working on set. Okay, so if you made it this far, you're probably at least semi-interested in this being your career. So I wanted to chat about it. So this was like do you want to work for me? Here's my email that I reply. Maybe this, if this is real, maybe this is like really early on in the process in the career. If you're ambitious and you want to dedicate your life to work, oh God, who wants to do that? You pick the best company in America to do it. Oh God, dedicate your life to work. Boo. This isn't a stepping stone. This is your final destination.
Jeez.
Oh God. Oh God.
That's a little morbid. All right, man.
Oh no.
Don't just quit, C players.
There's nowhere else to go. Mr. Beast is forever. Will never be canceled. Now read all this over again because I guarantee you didn't retain enough. Oh God.
Gosh, he's one of those guys. I don't think we would vibe in person. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he'd be my friend.
No, if I had to listen to someone that actually talked like that in person, I'd just be like, dude.
You're delusional. Get over yourself, little guy.
Like, come on, man. You can still be a human being. It's okay. Then I think she goes over a Rolling Stone interview with Mr. Beast. And then if you want to see her go through that, then you can check out her video. But I think that's it. I think we've talked about everything I wanted to talk about today. How do you feel, Dane?
Exhausted. I feel like I'm a C player. I feel like I couldn't cut it at Mr. Beast Productions. And, well, I hope whoever he has working for him have good conditions, and that some of these allegations aren't true.
I hope the truth comes out. I mean, like I said, I doubt maybe he'll make a statement eventually. But we've seen how making statements go. Speaking of like Cody Ko, some stuff came out about him, but he hasn't said anything about it as far as I know. Nobody even remembers that. So,
Nobody even remembers it, dude. Yikes.
So maybe he'll just wait until it all passes by. I don't know. Are the allegations hurting me? I don't know if he's still getting 2 billion views a month. He's still getting more than my entire channel in a month. So, yeah, I don't know if he cares or not. So anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Do all that cool stuff. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Say toast to my friends. I love you. See you next time. Bye-bye. You got to get the Lamborghini.